A lot of people want to get into real estate, but they don't have any money, okay? So I'm going to show you how to buy a fixer-upper with no money. I'm going to show you how I did it. And if you watch this whole video, you'll learn how you can too. I'm going to show you 4 strategies of how to buy property without your own money. You're going to see how you can make money with a property and have zero money come out of your pocket. You're going to learn how to control a property and sell it without ever closing on it. So let's get into the money. If I want to buy a fixer-upper house with no money, one of the ways to do it is to just get it in contract. Without closing it, I have it in contract and I have it tied up. And by doing that, that allows me to take that contract and assign it or sell it to somebody else who's going to close and buy the property. See, just to get control of the property and put it in contract doesn't mean I need to close it. It could mean that I get somebody else to close it, and that somebody else may give me the deposit, that I use their deposit money as my deposit. So again, I have no money into the deal, right? Now, how do I find somebody that wants to buy a fixer-upper house? I'll give you a couple ideas. One is, you'll find them out working on houses, fixing them up. Oftentimes when I'm fixing up houses, I go look at other people who are fixing up houses and I talk to who's ever working on them. Well, obviously they're in the business same as me, right? There has been times where we have bought and sold each other's stuff because they just wanted to make a certain amount of money and they didn't want to fix it, or they wanted to buy mine before I fixed it and just make a little bit, I make a little bit of money and they go fix it and they make more money, right? Another way to buy a house with no money is to get a partner. The partner comes in with their money on the fixer-upper and they help you to close the deal. Another way to do it with no money is to get the seller to carry, and then whatever the seller wants down, get an investor group together where they put in their money. You found the deal, so by you finding the deal, that's your part of the money. Instead of you having to put in money, they put in the money and then you got the deal, so you get a piece of the deal. So in that scenario, what happens is I may have friend A, partner B, partner C, and we all pool our money, we buy the property, we fix the property, we sell the property, and we all take a percentage of the property. Another way to get a property with no cash is to do a lease with an option, meaning that you lease the property and have an option to buy it. Well, if you lease the property, that doesn't necessarily mean that you need to move into it. So you could go ahead and get the deposit from your renter and their first month's rent, which is the money you may need to give for the lease option. Now you have somebody renting it and you have an option to buy it. Then you have time to put together a deal, financing, whatever, to buy the property at a later date. You may also have a partner that wants to live there and fix the property. So they get a reduced rent and work on the property and fix the property while they live there, and you own it with them, but you don't have it closed yet. You have an option on the property to close at a later date. What some people do is they partner with a contractor. So a contractor has certain skills on how to do plumbing, electrical, fix roofs, replace doors, windows, put in flooring and all that stuff. Either they know how to do it or they have the circle of people that do it. And so the contractor just takes a piece of the deal and you give them a percentage of the deal. And then you come in and you find the deal and help fund the deal. And maybe the contractor and you come in with a little bit of cash, or maybe you got a third partner that's your investor partner. So you have your contractor partner, your money partner, and you, the managing partner, and the person who finds the deals. And by you finding the deals, you manage the deal, you help sell the deal, the contractor fixes the deal, and the money person finances the deal and isn't involved on the day-to-day. So there you have a partners of 3 and you're buying a fixer-upper with no money out of your pocket. Another way to buy a fixer-upper home with no money is called double escrow. A double escrow means that you find the buyer and you sell to the buyer at a fee and the price, which is higher than the price you're paying. Now, check with your lawyer, make sure what you're doing is legal in your title company. But typically what it means is the buyer that you find closes and you use their cash to close from the person selling it to you. So it's a 3-way deal, right? They sell it to me, I sell it to them. The them gives the money to me or to the escrow company. I close using their money and it goes to me and goes to them simultaneously, all at the same time. So that's another way that people have in the past sold property or bought property with no money out of their pocket. Another way to buy a fixer-upper house with no money is to go get an FHA loan that is set up to where you can get the money to fix up the home and buy the home. There also is private money that does similar things. They'll give you the money to buy the home and they'll give you the money to fix the home. Now, typically they're not going to give you 100% of the money to buy the home. So if you don't have any money, we can use some of the strategies like partners, or you can get a grant like I talk about in some of my other videos, or you can do a lease option, or you can do an option, a straight option, or you can put it together in an investment group. Just because you don't have money doesn't mean you don't add value to the deal. The fact that you can find a deal, the fact that you can find value in property, the fact that you could spend all day going out and looking for properties to find these deals has value. The fact that you can get a deal and tie it up has value. Many people say to me, I don't have any money, and so I don't think I can invest. In fact, they know they can't, but they would be wrong, wouldn't they? Because you don't need money necessarily to buy real estate. What you need is knowledge. And knowledge is what you get by subscribing to my channel and watching these videos. Because the knowledge of how to structure a deal is super important to being successful. You know, I don't necessarily believe that just because you don't have any money or you have poor credit that you can't make money in real estate. You know, there's a lot of real estate programs with a lot of examples of people who either had bad credit or no money who ended up making money in real estate. How is that? I just bought 2 properties from guys who put the thing in contract and sold it to me. They didn't close the deal. They didn't come up with any cash. So if they can do it, then you can do it, right? There is a way to do these things. Stay with me and join me on my other videos. The next one I'm going to talk about, which you may want to watch, is how to get rich in real estate. Kind of an important topic. So let's talk about it next time.